This video is focused on relaxing, easy movements to help aid the body against sleeplessness and anxiety. This practice can be done in the evening before bed or in the morning to help you relax through a stressful day. Throughout this practice, keep to your breath. When the body is stressed, the breath becomes uncontrolled. Learning to regulate your breath and release the tension from your body will do wonders for your health and your life. Inhale and exhale through your nostrils. This is your time to de-stress and relax. Let's begin. Come to a comfortable seated position on the floor. Your knees should be touching the floor. If this is uncomfortable for you, feel free to elevate your hips by sitting on the edge of a pillow or a folded blanket. Your back should be straight but relaxed. Loosen your shoulders and let your head sit high upon your neck. Turn your attention inward. How is your body feeling today? If you feel any tension or strain, let it go. Sit with dignity and breathe. Relax your entire body into this moment and turn your attention to focus on your breath. Breathe in deeply, feeling the cool air filling your body and the warm air leaving your body. As you breathe in that cool air, feel refreshed, and as you breathe out the warm air, feel the tension leaving your body. Mentally accept that you are here. Don't worry about what else you could be doing. Just focus on your breath and just be. If you feel your mind start to wander, just bring it back to your breath. Any thoughts that enter, don't try to force them away. Just accept them as thoughts and let them be. Just keep on the breath. Next, we're going to do stretches that work on the shoulders and the base of the neck, which are two of the main areas where tension tends to pool in the body. The first series of stretches are vertical stretches. Bring your arms down by your sides, and as you inhale, raise your arms behind and above your head to touch your fingers together, and as you exhale, bring them back down to the floor. Inhale once again and raise your arms. Make sure that as you do this, you're contracting and stretching the area by your shoulders in order to release that tension from your whole body. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, arms back down. Inhale, arms up. And for the final time, exhale, arms back down. we're going to do a horizontal stretch. Exhale, arms in front. Inhale, bring them back together. Push on those shoulders to get them back. Exhale, with a rounded back in front. Inhale, bring those shoulders real close together and arch that back. And as you exhale, round the back again to get a really good deep stretch at the top of the back and the shoulders. Inhale, arms back. Exhale, arms forward. Inhale, arms back. Exhale, arms forward. Stretch really deep while you're doing this. Now bring your hands in front of your heart as a prayer. We're going to do twist to help work on the lower back. So as you inhale, twist to one side, looking over your shoulder, and exhale, bring it back to center. Twist to the other side, looking over the shoulder of the twist, and exhale, bring it back to center. Twist to the other side, and exhale, back to center. Twist again for the final time to the other side, and exhale, back to center. We're going to do one more vertical stretch to really work on those shoulders. Interlock your hands, bring them behind your head, and as you inhale, push your hands above your head, and as you exhale, bring them back down behind your neck. Now inhale, and as you inhale, you really want to feel that stretch in your spine, so just stretch, and then exhale, back behind your head. When you exhale, really bring those shoulders back so you get a nice, good stretch. Inhale, back up. Exhale, back down. Enjoy this last one. Inhale and really push into it. Exhale, hands back down. Next, we're going to do a series of very simple neck stretches. Roll the neck to the right side and back to the left side. Breathe normally as you do this. Just focus on stretching your neck. Back to the right side, and then back to the left side. Just get a nice deep stretch. These are great because you can do these anywhere and they're guaranteed tension relievers. Back to the right and back to the left, just breathing as you normally would. Now bring your head forward and then behind you. When you come forward, you want to think of it as that you're trying to hold a pencil between your chest and your chin, and when you come back, that you're trying to hold something like an orange. That's how deep of a press you want to have. Back forward once more, and then back again. Now we're going to look from side to side, starting with the left side. You want to really turn that neck, and then all the way back to the right side. Just continue breathing as you normally would. Back to the left side again, and then back to the right. Once more. If you start to feel any popping or feel any cracking sensations while you're doing this, when you do it, it'll go away. Now we're going to drop our head to our chin and we're going to roll back. Stop about halfway and exhale as you roll down. This is the only one you want to watch your breath on. Inhale, and we're going to roll up to the other direction. Feel that roll. And then drop your head back down. as you exhale. Nice, controlled movements that match your breath. Back the other direction as you inhale, and then exhale as you come back down. Enjoy how good this feels. Now we're going to go back again. Inhale and exhale as you roll back down, feeling all that tension in your neck. Next, we're going to roll onto our back with our knees in the air and our feet flat on the floor to come into an activated bridge pose. Your hips should be shoulder width apart and knees should have a space between of a few inches. On the inhale, press down on your feet and raise your pelvis off the floor one vertebra at a time. And on your exhale, lower back down again one vertebra at a time. Inhale. As you come back up, you want this to be a slow roll, almost as if you're rolling the spine off the floor like a piece of tape. And exhale, come back onto the floor. Inhale and come back up. Each movement should match the even flow of your breath. And exhale as you roll back onto the floor. This move helps to activate the thighs and warm up the body. Inhale and come back up. And exhale back down. This should feel so good on those aching spines and backs. Just enjoy the feeling of the one vertebra at a time coming off the floor as you inhale. And then stretching it back out as you exhale. This is a very slow, gentle movement. Inhale and raise your pelvic. Exhale and roll back onto the floor. Now, press your feet off the floor and raise your legs above your body. Put your hands by the backs of your knees and straighten your legs as much as possible. If your knees are bent, that's just fine. Now move your feet from side to side, up and down, around in circles. Just stretch out those hamstrings. To get more of a stretch, flatten your feet and point those toes towards you. Just take a minute and enjoy the stretch of your hamstrings. Slowly lower your feet back and place one hand on each knee. As you inhale, stretch your knees away from your body towards your hands. And as you exhale, matching the breath, bring the knees back into the body. As you do this, stay with the breath. As the breath moves, you move. Exhale and back towards the body. Try to keep your inhale around a 4 count and your exhale to match your inhale. If you feel able to, keep your inhale the same, but on your next exhale, try to increase the count of your exhale to possibly a 6 count. Remember to slow the movements to match the breath. Slow exhale, pull those knees back into your body. Deep inhale and push the knees away. Lower your arms and legs back down to the floor and slowly come to standing on your knees. For this, you can either keep your hands at the small of your back, or if you'd like a nice stretch in the shoulders and are able to do so, bring your arms behind your back in a prayer. Now inhale, and as you exhale, bend forward to rest your head near or on the ground. Inhale as you come back up, engaging your core, your back, and your thighs. Exhale and come back down. Inhale and come back up. Keep each movement matched with the breath. Exhale back to the floor. This helps to stretch out the lower back, which releases tension down there. Inhale, back up. After you fully come back up, bring your hands in front of your chest in a prayer. Appreciate what you have just accomplished. Now come onto your hands and knees. And as you breathe in, lower your pelvic, lower that lower back. And as you breathe out, sink into child's pose. Breathe in, and using your thighs, push yourself off the ground and lower that lower back once more. Exhale into child's pose. Inhale and push yourself up. Really feel that stretch in that lower back. Exhale into child's pose. Inhale and push yourself up. Exhale into child's pose. One last time, inhale, push yourself up. Exhale and bring yourself down into child's pose. Take a few breaths in child's pose. Breathe in deeply and exhale fully. If it's comfortable for you, bring your arms down by your sides. Child's pose in itself is a great counter pose because it releases all the tension that you've built up in your back. Take nice, deep, even breaths. Relax into the pose. Bring your arms in front of your body and lower yourself onto your belly. Your fingers should be by your rib cage, spread apart, and as you inhale, rise above the ground just using your core and back strength, not relying on your arms. Exhale back to the floor. Inhale once again, just using the strength of your back. Exhale back to the floor. Inhale once again. Exhale. This is to prepare your back for Cobra. Inhale fully into Cobra, come up as far as is comfortable. And exhale, moving to face one direction of the room, your head on the floor. Inhale and come back up as far as is comfortable. Exhale and face the other direction as you come back onto the floor. Inhale and come back into Cobra. Exhale look the other direction and come back onto the floor. Inhale and exhale as you come back onto the floor. Inhale into Cobra, and this time stay for a few breaths. Cobra is one of the most important asanas. The spine improves flexibility and rejuvenates the spinal nerves. Breathe into the pose. On your next exhale, slowly lower yourself out of Cobra and back onto the floor. Come to your hands and knees. And as you exhale, sink back into child's pose. Child's pose acts as a counter pose to relieve any tension that may have built up in Cobra. Breathe deeply into child's pose. On your next in-breath, rise back onto your hands and knees, and then lie back down onto the ground with your feet flat on the floor. Raise your knees above you and move your arms out to your side for balance. On an exhale, sink your knees down onto the floor to your right, and then as you inhale, come back up. Exhale and sink your knees down to the other side, and on an inhale, bring them back to center. Exhale, back to the other side, and inhale back to center. Exhale back to the other side, and inhale back to center. Exhale and back to your right. Turn your head towards your left arm and exhale into the pose. This is a deep spinal twist. It's more important to have your shoulders both touching the floor than to have your knees touching the floor. That way you get a nice deep twist in your lower spine. Breathe into the pose. If there's anything that you can relax to sink deeper into the floor, use the exhale of your breath to do so. Breathe as you normally would. On your next inhale, bring your head and your knees back to the center, and exhale your knees and your head in opposite directions. Remember to keep your shoulders on the floor. If your knees are uncomfortable or your hips are uncomfortable, feel free to keep a pillow underneath your knees to help. Breathe into the pose. Use every exhale to relax deeper into the floor. stay with the breath. On your next inhale, bring your knees and your head back to center and place your hands interlocked onto your knees. Breathe normally and just rotate your knees along the floor. We want to massage the lower part of your spine. Move them around in a circle in both directions. Move them side to side or up and down. Whichever feels best for you is the correct way to do this. Breathe as you normally would. Enjoy the feeling of the massage on your lower back and spine. When you are ready, lower your hands and feet to lie flat on the floor and prepare for Savasana. In Shavasana, you should lie on your back, your arms by your sides, palms facing up, and legs slightly spread apart. Your eyes should close as you should breathe gently in and out through your nostrils. Feel peaceful and at rest. If you feel any tension in your body, consciously be aware of that and let it go. Just stay with the breath in Shavasana. Begin to come out of Savasana by first moving your toes and your fingers, and then your hands and your feet. Become aware that you are in the room and that you have been doing yoga. Move your head and your neck, and when you are ready, roll onto one side. Keep focused on your breath. On your inhale, push yourself from the floor and come into a comfortable seated position for the final few moments of meditation. Today's meditation will be focused on inner peace. Once you are seated comfortably, with your hands one on top of the other in your lap, keep your eyes closed. Feel peaceful and detached. Do not feel the need to do anything except for breathe and be. Bring the awareness to your breath. Feel the coolness of the breath as it flows deep inside your body, and the warmth of the breath as it flows out of your nostrils. If you can, with each breath, inhale a little deeper and exhale a little longer. Once your inhale is to a comfortable 4 or 5 count, try to bring your exhale to a 6 or possibly even an 8 count. Just continue focusing on the breath. If your mind starts to wander, just bring it back to the sensations of the coolness and the warmth of your breath. As you inhale, imagine the coolness of your breath as refreshing peace. And as you exhale, imagine the warmth as unhappiness, anxiety, and stress leaving your body. With each in-breath, gather in the fullness of the peace, and with each out-breath, smooth out the conflicts within. Keep to your breath and remain inward. When you feel ready, come back to the awareness of the room and appreciate the practice that you have just completed. If you are not ready, continue to sit in silent meditation. Thank you, yogis. Namaste.